son remembers sitting at the kitchen table while his mother shaped the man he became. The kitchen table becomes the greatest classroom he ever knew. I was 7 years old, couldn't tie my shoes right. You pulled up a chair in that kitchen light, said, "Boy, sit down, I got something to say. The world won't teach you what I'm teaching today. The linoleum floor creak beneath your feet, coffee steaming Sunday after the morning meat. You said, look a man in the eye when you shake his hand. That means more than anything they teach in that school land." I remember the winter, the money ran short. You stretched what we had like a woman ought. You never complained, never let me see the strain. Just said, hard days build the backbone, son, endure the rain. You graded every homework by the light above the sink, stayed up past midnight when I couldn't think. You never asked for thanks, never asked for praise, just planted quiet seeds through my growing days. You taught me more from that kitchen table than any schoolhouse ever could. More about living right and being able to stand when the world misunderstood. You gave me truth on chip white china and love between the morning grace. I've sat in classrooms all across this country, but none of us ever took your place. Now I'm a grown man with children of my own. I catch myself saying words you said in that home. Don't cut corners, do the right thing, even alone. Your voice comes out of my mouth, your lessons in my bones. I drove past that old house last fall on the county road. The kitchen window still glows a warm yellow gold. I sat in my truck for a long, long while, just thinking about you and that knowing smile. Fire taught me more from that kitchen table than any schoolhouse ever could. More about living right and being able to stand when the world misunderstood. I've got a degree or two upon my wall, but they don't mean a thing, Mama, not at all. Not next to what you gave me at that old pine table where you taught me how to be a man. You taught me good. I left at 18 with a duffel bag and fire. Took that old dirt road toward everything I desired. Headed north, headed west, headed anywhere but here. Thought the farther that I drove, the less I'd have to fear. But somewhere past the county line, in a gas station light, I reached into my jacket where Mama's letter sat. She wrote, "Son, wherever you go, remember who you are." And I felt her voice around me in that parking lot afar. I've lived in cities where they don't say grace, where nobody knows your name or your family's face. I've sat at tables made of marble, tables made of steel, but none of them had the warmth of that old farmhouse meal. I called her one November from a cold Chicago street. She said, "The porch light's on for you, just come home and eat." I laughed, but Lord, I cried the minute I hung up the phone. Every mile I'd ever traveled only led me home. Every dirt road I take still leads me back to you. No matter how far I wander, Mama, it's still true. I've chased the sun across this land, from shore to shore, but I always find your love waiting at the door. Every dirt road I take still leads me back to you. Now I understand what she was always trying to say. Home ain't a house, it's the love that doesn't fade away. The fields I ran through as a boy still live inside my chest, and every road I've ever traveled led me back to what's best. She never once told me not to go, not to chase my dream, just handed me her values like a lantern in the seam. Said, "Boy, go find yourself." She knew I'd circle back, 'cause every road worth taking has a love at the end of the track. Every dirt road I take still leads me back to you. No matter how far I wander, Mama, it's still true. I've seen the mountains and the oceans, all the wide open sky, but the clearest thing I've ever seen is the love behind your eyes. Every dirt road, every lost road, every road that I choose, Mama, they all lead back to you. smell of morning coffee triggers memories of childhood mornings with his mother. A nostalgic story about realizing the value of ordinary moments too late. 6 a.m. in the kitchen was already warm. Mom had been up an hour before the morning storm. The percolator working like it had its own heartbeat, and the smell of dark roast pulling me out of sleep. She'd be standing at the window watching the sky turn rose, hair still in her pinup with her faded house robe. She'd pour a half cup, sit it where I like to sit, and say, "Good morning, sleepyhead." I can still hear it. I took those mornings for the ordinary things they were. Didn't know how much I needed them till I'd crossed that first big blur. My first apartment, 30 miles east of where I grew. I made the cheapest coffee that the dollar store sold through. But something was missing, and it took me years to name. The coffee wasn't weaker, I just wasn't home again. It wasn't in the grounds or in the water or the pot. It was her standing there that made it what it was. And now she's not. The coffee never smelled the same after I left home. Something in the ordinary light was gone. I searched for it in every diner, every cup I pour alone, but the coffee never smelled the same after I left home. I visit her on Sundays now. She's a little older, so am I. She still makes it just the same, still watches the same sky. I hold the mug in both my hands and breathe before I drink, and try to memorize this moment, standing at the brink. 'Cause I know now what I didn't know at 18, 19, 20, that ordinary mornings with the people that you love are worth more than every trophy and every open highway run. I'd trade 1,000 milestones for one more cup with her. The coffee never smelled the same after I left home. Something in the ordinary light was gone. But on Sunday mornings, when I sit beside her at that table, the whole world smells like home. The whole world smells like love. The coffee never tasted better than right now.
His mother mended torn clothes, and as an adult, he realizes those same hands also repaired fears, heartbreaks, and the deepest wounds a boy could carry. I come in from the fields with my jeans at the knee, sit on the back steps where she'd be waiting for me. She'd pull out her sewing basket, never skip a beat, thread the needle in the low light, quiet, complete. She'd work with her hands like she was born, knowing how every stitch was even, every seam held somehow. And she'd hum a little something while the needle went through. I thought she was only mending my jeans, but she was mending me too. The day the school bully left me broke down and crying, she didn't ask too many questions, just sat beside me trying. Her hand on my back, gentle, slow and sure. The way she mended clothes, she mended something more. When the girl I loved at 17 said she was moving on, Mama made me cocoa and she sat with me till dawn. She didn't fix it fast, she didn't rush the pain away, she just stayed. Lord, she knew how to stay. You fixed more than torn clothes with those hands. You mended hearts the way that no one else can. When the world wore through me, left me threadbare and thin, you'd sit down beside me and you'd stitch me back again. You fixed more than torn clothes with those hands. Now I watch my own kids coming from their hard days, and I find myself doing things the way she always raised. Sitting down beside them, not rushing to solve it all, just being present through the tears. That's what I recall. Those hands that ran a household, that planted and cooked and sold, are the same hands that never let me carry too much load. I understand it now in a way I never could back then. She was always in the business of putting people back together again. You fixed more than torn clothes with those hands. You mended hearts the way that no one else can. There's a man standing here who'd have come apart at the seam if it weren't for every quiet stitch between. Thank you for fixing more than torn clothes with those hands. Thank you, Mama. Thank you with everything I am. The summer I was 10, the crops came up short. Daddy worked 2 jobs and Mama held the fort. She'd smile at breakfast like the world was fine and bright. But I'd hear her crying soft some long past midnight. I'd creep to the hallway, see the kitchen lights still on. She'd be at the table with the bills spread out and drawn. And she'd wipe her eyes and fold the papers away when she heard my footsteps coming, not one tear to say. She wore the same 3 dresses for 3 years in a row. Said she didn't need a thing, had everything to show. Meanwhile I had new shoes every September 1st. She always put me first, Lord, she always put me first. The winter that the heater broke, she slept in extra socks. Said she slept just fine, said it wasn't all that cold. I believed her then, God, how I believed her then. But those socks by the door told the story all along. She stood in every storm so I could stay dry. Took the thunder on her shoulders, never asked me why. I was warm in bed, not knowing what she faced. She was holding back the water, she was keeping me safe. She stood in every storm so I could stay dry. Growing up now to look back and see the weather. All those years she shielded me from coming apart together. She carried worry like a woman carries a child, constant and quietly, and always with a smile. They say a man becomes his father, I won't argue that. But I became my mother's courage without knowing where it sat. Every time I face a hard thing and I don't fold or run, I know it's because she once stood between me and the storm. She stood in every storm so I could stay dry. She never wore her struggle where the whole world could see why. She just squared her shoulders, looked the hard times in the eye, and she kept me in the shelter of her love until I could fly. She stood in every storm so I could stay dry. God above, she stood in every storm and never told me why. She'd leave a note in my lunch every single day. Something small, something silly, just a word or two to say. Have a good one, son, Mama loves you to the moon. I read 'em on the bus, then threw 'em away too soon.
She'd iron my church shirt while I slept on Saturday night, so I'd wake up to something pressed and right. She'd check the weather before I even thought to look, and leave my coat on the hook. Always leave my coat on the hook. She remembered every teacher's name, every friend I'd ever made. She'd ask about them in the evenings, like the details never fade. She kept a little box beneath her bed I found one day, full of every drawing I had made since pre-K. Newspaper clippings, ribbons, programs from the school play. She was saving everything I'd thrown carelessly away. I stood there holding 17 years of her love made tangible, and Lord, I don't have words for how I felt. I never shall. I never thanked you for the little things enough, for the notes and coats and cold mornings you made warm, for the way you always knew me when the going got rough. I never thanked you for the little things enough. I call her every Sunday now. I ask about her week. She says, oh, nothing much, but I've learned how to seek the little things she mentions that she tries to make sound small. The garden's coming up real nice, she tends it every fall. I write it down now when she says something I want to keep. I'm building my own little box for when I'm old and need to hold the love of someone who loved me without condition, who gave me all the little things that built my whole foundation. I never thanked you for the little things enough, for every ordinary miracle you gave, for loving me when loving me was thankless and was tough. I never thanked you for the little things enough. But Mama, thank you now. Thank you now. The family home aged through the years, paint faded, wood weathered, seasons past, but his mother's love remained exactly the same. The screen door used to snap back, sharp and clean. Now it hangs a little loose on that old spring. The porch boards creak where they never used to creep. The white paint's peeling off along the east side street. The oak tree in the yard grew crooked to the right,
still cast the same big shadow in the afternoon light. I drove back after 30 years down that familiar lane, and the house looked older, but she was just the same. She met me at the door before I made the step, arms open like I'd only been gone since breakfast kept. That same warm smell of something cooking since the dawn, that same soft voice that carried me through every storm. The kitchen curtains yellowed where the sun comes through. The linoleum's got a crack right down through to the blue. But she still sets 2 cups out when she hears my car roll in. Some things about that woman will just never wear thin. The house got older, but her love never did. It held me just the same as it held me when I was a kid. Time took the years and left its mark on every wall and door. We walked right past the love, Lord, it couldn't touch the core. The house got older, but her love never did. I watched her move slow through the room she's always known. Her hands a little older, but the same hands of my home. She dusted the same picture frame she's dusted all alone. We sat in the same chairs and she asked about the kids, the wife, the song. She laughed the same laugh, nothing borrowed, nothing changed, like all those years had seasoned her without anything rearranged. I used to think love faded, like the house was bound to do, but she's living proof that some things only deepen, never through. The house got older, but her love never did. It's deeper now than back when I was just a kid. I thought time softens everything until it disappears, but she got stronger with every passing year. The house got older, boards and paint and wood all wore, but her love just keeps on growing more. When the first hard frost came to my marriage bed, I heard her voice inside my head. She said, love ain't a feeling, son, it's a decision made. Every morning when the fire burns low and starts to fade, when my firstborn came into the world and cried that first big cry, I swear I heard her humming something in that hospital light, like she was there beside me in the room where new life starts. She said, "Now you understand." I heard it in my heart. In the spring, when the fields were turning green and new, I heard her say, "Good things take time, they always do." In the summer, when the living came easy and fast, she said, "Hold it close, boy, good seasons never last." When the autumn stripped the color off the trees so bare, I'd hear her say, "Let go with grace, the spring will still be there." And in the long December nights, when hope burned cold and thin, her voice would say, "Just hold on, son, the light comes back again." I carry her voice into every season of my life, through the planting and the harvest, through the joy and the strife. She's the compass that I carry when I don't know where to turn. She's every lesson I'm still living, every truth I'm still learning. I carry her voice into every season of my life. She told me once while shelling peas out on the porch, "The world will try to tell you what you're worth, don't let them hold the torch." I thought it was just chatter, just something mama say, but I've held that truth up like a shield on my hardest days. I'm putting her voice into my children now, passing forward what she handed down somehow. And one day they'll stand in the middle of some long-lost year and find her voice inside their bones and know she's always near. If I carry her voice into every season of my life, she's the still water and the anchor in the tide. Every road I've ever traveled, every mountain I have climbed, I've been guided by a woman who was one of a kind. I carry her voice, Lord, I'll carry her voice into every season, every chapter, every choice. The son expresses his deepest gratitude. Everything good within him began with his mother's love, guidance, sacrifice, an example, the most powerful theme of all. I've had people tell me I've got a good heart, and I always know right where the credit should start. It wasn't the schooling, wasn't the church alone. It was a woman raising a boy in a modest country home. She showed me what it looked like to give without a score, to love without conditions, to be honest to the core. Every decent thing that lives inside of me today is a seed that she placed long before I had a say. She gave up things I'll never even know she gave. She sacrificed in silence for the life I'm living today. She made me feel like I was worth investing in, when the world outside those walls told me I'd never win. She clapped the loudest when I took the smallest step. She kept believing even when I came up short of best. And when I finally found my footing and my name, she just smiled and said, I knew you'd get there all the same. The best part of me started with her. Every good thing I am came from her love. She was the ground I grew from. She was the light above. The best part of me, Lord, it started with her. I think about the man I might have been without her grace, without her steady hand and her warm and gentle face. I think about the boy who needed someone standing in the gap, and how she never for a single morning stepped away from that. She isn't every kindness I've ever done for another. In every patient moment I've been someone's father, husband, brother. She wove herself so deep into the fabric of who I am, that there's no me without her. There is no me without her. The best part of me started with her. Every worthy thing I've done or tried to do, every time I've stood for something true and right and good, it was everything she poured into me coming through. The best part of me, everything I'll ever be. The best part of me, Lord, it started with you, Mama. It started with you. It ends with loving you. The best part of me always started with you. If I could write 1,000 songs, not one of them would say it well enough. She was the beginning of all that is good in me, and she always will be.